Hello my Geminians, how are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. Bringing you your intimacy and sex reading for April 2018. I thought that I would create this video to add another layer to the general love reading that I recorded for you for April. This is going to be short and sweet. It's not going to be a 30-40 minute video, okay? Probably about 10 minutes. What else? The depictions on these cards are do have some nudity on them, so if you're under 18 you should not be watching this video, okay? So that being said, let's get on with it, and thank you all very much for your support of my new channel. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, the first card is Justice. Okay, let's see. The second card is the Ace of Swords. The Ten of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so you have two major arcana here in your current energy, okay? Then we have the Tower, the World. So you have four major arcana so far, Gemini. Wow. The Nine of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, so you have the Justice, the Wheel, the Tower, and the World. Four major arcana. Okay, so Gemini, this is quite a heavy reading, okay? It's supposed to be just intimacy and sex, but I think this is what's coming through here is also more general love relationships, okay? Here in your general current energy we're starting out with Justice. Okay, so the Justice card is always about balancing the scales, righting wrongs. Okay, so it could be, Gemini, either you or your partner may have done something where they feel they need to be that there needs to be recompense, or it needs to be someone felt as though something was done in the relationship that was unfair and needs to be righted. The error needs to be reconciled in some way. Okay, someone is feeling that they were unfairly treated. And then next to that we have the Ace of Swords. So it looks as though here you definitely need to talk about this, communicate, and communicate. Someone may need to apologize or do something to bring some reciprocity and some fairness back to the situation, to right the wrong that was done, okay, that one of you feel was done. It's either you or your partner, okay? But also the next card here, Gemini, is saying that you need to love yourself first before you can love anyone else. Okay? And this card actually supports your general love reading for April. And as a matter of fact, I think the last 3 readings I did for Gemini, had a message of being happily single, or being able to maintain or retain a sense of your independence, emotional and material independence. Okay? And either being happily single or maintaining more of your emotional and material independence within the relationship. And I definitely feel this is a message for Gemini, because it has come up in every single reading I have done since March, and there have been about 3 or 4 of them, okay? Regardless of whether it was a general reading, the love reading, the intimacy, it's come up, this message has come up every time. So that's probably something you might want to pay attention to, Gemini. And then here we have the wheel. So the wheel can also be, it can be the wheel of destiny, okay? So for this wheel to turn, it looks as though, for this wheel to turn and to turn in your favor, it looks as though there are lessons to be learned here. 1, you need to learn to love yourself. 2, a conversation needs to be had of there was some type of injustice here. Someone feels as though their partner did not behave correctly towards them, okay? And the scales need to be balanced. And that's your current overall energy. And here we have the Tower, heavy cards. And on top of that, we have the World, 2 major arcana. So the Tower, the Tower can mean that there is really a breakdown. Something is going to happen out of the blue. Maybe the relationship suddenly came to an end, or something was revealed in the relationship that was like out of the blue, but it really rocked the relationship, and it may have come to an end. Okay, this may have already happened. It may be happening now. It may happen a few weeks from now. Okay, Gemini. But then on top of that, we have the World. So the World is someone that's expanding their horizons, someone that feels free. Okay, they have the world in the palm of their hands. So it looks as though this was supposed to happen. Okay. This was supposed to happen so that you can, you know, maybe there was one of you in the relationship that wanted that they felt maybe trapped or stifled. They wanted to be free. They needed the freedom. Okay. The World can also mean traveling. And with this Justice card, there could be, someone could be traveling to meet somebody. Okay. But the Tower, a lot of people don't like the Tower, but sometimes it comes in, it's like a course correction. Okay, it was something that was built on, a faulty foundation. Something had gone wrong somewhere there, a little haywire. So the Tower comes in to blow things up so that you can have a chance to rebuild on a more solid, honest foundation, either within the relationship, or you'll be free to meet somebody else and to start a new relationship with someone else after you've learnt your lessons from what happened here. Okay? And it looks as though someone here is feeling like the victim. Okay? But the wheels have a way, the wheel of karma has a way of turning where, you know, at one point there's one person that feels like the victim, And then it can change where the victim is now the hunter, and the other person is the victim. Okay, so if there's anyone here in this relationship that kind of has like a victim mentality, they feel woe is me and that type of thing, I don't think you're going to feel like that for long, because now there is also a sense of freedom and a sense of expansion. It's expanding the mind, expanding your horizons, okay? And you're having the opportunity to really learn to love yourself first. Learn what went wrong in this, in the relationship, okay? Maybe have a conversation. Some of you may even be meeting up or arrange a meeting with your partner to discuss what went wrong. Someone may apologize. Someone may make that wrong right, or try to. Okay. But here, the world also means the end of a cycle. So it can be the end of this relationship, and you're free to, or your partner is then free to expand their horizons and just take time to learn to love yourself first. You can't love anybody else until you learn to love yourself first, okay? And yeah, so it's the end of a cycle within the relationship, okay? And a new fresh cycle may start after you've had this communication and the apologies and sincere apology and that type of thing. Or it could be you just focusing on yourself and moving on, and so that you'll be ready to meet someone new. There could also be a meeting and a travel here too. Oh, Gemini, this was heavy. This was heavy. Okay, so this is all that I have for you for your intimacy and sex reading. If it resonated with you, please comment below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you so much for your support. So this is my last recording for this series of intimacy and sex for all the signs. Thank goodness I'm tired. And the last recording would have to be this heavy energy here. Gemini, I'm really sorry, but you have the world here. So the doors are opening for you for a lot of other opportunities to come in, okay? And also don't forget to put yourself first, okay? Love yourself first. And give yourself time to get over all of this, okay? So yeah, the wheel and the world. Very promising, very promising. The wheel is turning. You're expanding. You've learned from this past experience, and then now wonderful new opportunities are going to come in for you in love, in relationships. Okay, Gemini. Okay, I'm out. This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.